Here I am on the North Island and the sun is shining, which is beautiful. Last 2 days has been rainy and I'm following this river here. So I've got the next 2 days are going to be off-road, kind of off-road on-road. So I follow this river for 2 days up the valley, and then I will cut across to a town for 20 kilometers and then I'm back off-road again. And the only real difference is between the North and South Island is there's a hell of a lot more people here, and you won't go like 1 or 2 kilometers without there being a house or a shop or something. Whereas when I was in the South Island, I could go a whole day without seeing anybody. But the roads are wide and there's cycle lanes next to the roads. All good so far. And yeah, time to follow a river. Here I am winding my way up the mountains to Ocean Trail. The flaw in my plan though is I'm going the wrong way. So I'm going from the ocean to the mountains, where most people go the other way. And the road here is really good. Over to my right there's a pine forest, which means that the nice people from the forestry have actually paved the road for me. And I just passed a sign back there which said hilly road for the next 64 kilometers. So perhaps calling at the pub for a pint on my way to this road was not such a good idea. But hey, there's blue sky up there and it's a beautiful day. There's the loggers heading down the pub that I just came from, because as I left the pub all the loggers turned up. And right, nice day, it's dry and time to get up this mountain. I'm nearly at the top of this climb and I've just pulled over to show you that. Just listen. I hope you can hear the birds, because this is something I never heard on the South Island, because they're putting down 1080 poison everywhere. It's literally wiping out all of the life in a valley so they can reintroduce the species. And it's so nice being here on the North Island that everybody says is the most populated and busy, that all I can hear in the valleys or up on the mountains is birds, which is pretty ironic really. And I hope you can hear it, because it's a beautiful sound. And it's something I haven't heard for like hundreds and hundreds of kilometers. Right, time to get up the top of this one. Now that is what I call a view. That is stunning. I don't know if you can see, but off the edge here there is nothing. It just goes straight down. But somewhere in this valley I will sleep tonight. Hello! That's brilliant. I've got probably another hour and a half of daylight left, and I'll find somewhere to sleep down there. But that is one hell of a stunning view. This is where I camped last night, and I have a little table. I've got a rock, and this track here is the one that I'm following today. It's a logging track that goes up and follows the river. The river's through here, and this is just an area that I came across last night that they've kind of designated as a camping spot in the woods, which was lovely. It has a tap down here and everything that I need, and the place to myself. Just drying the stuff out again overnight, but it's nice and warm here, so everything dries. It threw down in the night, big storm, but today the sun's trying to make its way out and it's nice and warm. Once it's all dry, I'll pack it away, and then time to head up the road. See you up the road somewhere. Still following the river down this morning. She's down there, and they've cut the road into this bank. This is my climbing section now. I've come up from the river, which is down here, and it's going through a gorge area which I have to go over the top of. And in about 10 kilometers the road ends. Well, it ends next to the river, and then I go over a mountain, and then I'll find somewhere to sleep for the night. Beautiful place though. And the valley on this side is still pine trees logging, and in the background you can probably hear them. Apart from that though, there's nobody here. And I've passed maybe 3 or 4 trucks all day. That's lovely. I am hungry though. And yesterday I lost my fork, so I've got nothing to eat with. There's a place or a town where the river ends, or the road ends, at that 10k mark, and hopefully I'll find a cafe so I can nick a fork. So I'm actually hungry. Here I am at Ohakune. It's about 7 in the morning, and the sun is shining. I'm back up into the mountains, so I cycled through a river valley yesterday and then it was 27 kilometers. I stopped at a campsite and I said to the lady, how far is it to Ohakune? And she said 27 kilometers uphill. I said it can't be uphill all the way, and she said it is, and it was. I'm up at 700-800 meters here, so even though the sun's shining, it's quite chilly. Got the hat on, and this is a dock site that's just outside the town, about 3 kilometers, and there's nobody here. Which is lovely. This here is the toilet block, which is very clean. And now I'm on the North Island, it's quite difficult to find spots to camp in that there aren't people, because there's people everywhere here. There's farms and farm buildings every couple of 100 meters. So what I'm doing instead is, if I can't get by a river, I'll just go to a dock campsite, and there's nobody here, which is lovely. And down here we have a river. Which is always a beautiful sound to wake up to. Today I'm having a day off the bike. I'm going to stay here tonight, and I'll go into Ohakune today, which is a lovely little town I passed through. It was pitch black last night when I arrived here. So I just passed through and got a portion of chips and ate them in my tent. Right, I'm going to get breakfast done. Adios.